Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. I feel that Monokuma, or should I say Junko's defeat, is at hand. Let's continue.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
No, because I have to solve the mysteries of the school for some reason.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Not smoke! Anything but that! Hello. Nice to meet you.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Why are you wearing a crown?
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
No.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
I know you're putting on that voice, it's alright.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Get stuffed!
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
I don't think there's a single person here who believed any of that act. Even Hero saw through that one.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play. Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
You seem very reserved.
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Yeah, it must have been terrible for you.
Face.
Huh? What about my face?
So ugly.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Chihuahuas are hideous dogs. They're all snappy and aggressive.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
I don't feel like I've ever seen this face before. My guess is that there was a fashion magazine that had her face on it. And I assume that is the real Junko on that magazine. Now, the headmaster was doing some research into the Ultimate Despair, but I don't remember seeing any of that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I mean, the bigger twist is Headmaster's room, so maybe I just go for it. But the logical answer is before arriving at school. As if I did my research.
I got it!
Hey, nice.
That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Yes, one with Junko on it. Yes.
And you were on it!
Is that a surprise? This was in the laundry room. I remember seeing this. I looked at it. I may have commented. I may not. I said, hey, that's Junko.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
No, I'm not taking that. That was supposed to be a clue all along? No. I mean, I believe that. That is true, nonetheless.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
What's with this overly dramatic pose?
That explains why she didn't quite
Looks
see
like something
the
that Byakuya would do.
She was a different person all along.
I'm me, and Mukuro is Mukuro.
Wise words.
She tried her best. but there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
That's an unnecessary twist. It doesn't add anything to the story, does it, them being twins? I don't think so. The only possible twist would be that they might have the same body proportions, but that was irrelevant.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Now we're talking.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
I'm going to be honest with you, I was getting kind of... Well, I'll say it, I was despairing at your miserable attitude. Nice to see you've livened up. Welcome to the party.
She's a totally different person now.
This doesn't shock me anymore. We've been living alongside sometimes a serial killer, sometimes bookworm.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
You want to watch your... I can't swear. Why can't I swear? I want to swear. The game's swearing. And yet still, I feel I should protect your ears.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit?
I mean, occasionally, I guess. Not that often, I wouldn't have thought.
Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
You need to settle down. You need to put that tongue away and stop throwing up these signs. I don't know what they mean. I'm not cool.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
I don't think we should be that shocked that the mastermind is willing to kill their own sister, considering they literally set up a scenario where school children have to murder each other.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
She's a damn fine actress, I'll give her that.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties.
Understandable.
Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join
Much like
some
Yoko's
band
father.
of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
Yoko, stop pointing. This isn't the time.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
That's idiotic.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
How many personalities are inside this demon?
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So I
other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected.
Yeah, me too. I actually did suspect that.
When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
I doubt she stomped on Monokuma expecting to be killed by her sister. No.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Yeah, she taught me that you don't follow the damn rules. You, a student, killed Muck, a student. There were more than 3 people around, and there was no body found message that went off, and there was no trial.
How can you talk like
Oh, also, how could you kill your sister?
that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
No. I'm concerned about the flagrant ignoring of the rules.
Misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. No, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
Happy times.
So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
I'm beginning to despair. Please change back to one of your previous voices.
Murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all.
That's more like it. Whew.
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Toko, it's one for you, I think.
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Are those mushrooms growing out of your hair?
It's like super.
I suppose you haven't been able to use the bathhouse for quite a while.
No.
It's understandable.
Super despair.
I didn't check to make sure she said the correct number of supers. Someone double check this for me.
Just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Don't worry, hero. You get used to this
My
kind of thing.
sister, too. In that moment of death,
I'm numb to it,
I
honestly.
bet she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we can kill
I knew
you.
you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Toko, cover your ears.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
I never said you were any of those things.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
I'm not getting behind this argument.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
No, he's still got his blood. He's alright.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
I thought you didn't like playing Monokuma.
Haven't solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one?
Why are we playing this game? She's here. She's right here. Hero. Snap her neck. Grab her, man. What's she going to do? She can't control anything. All the controls are in the control room. Just kill her. We don't need to play this game anymore.
Solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Let's dogpile on her. If we kill her, we can take all the time we want to recover our memories.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries.
Guys, enough talking. We need violence, and we need it now.
Then we'll have our victory.
I don't care about winning moral victories over this woman.
I can't wait.
At least we got her pinned between two of our physically most strong
All right,
students.
then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
That's a bold move, hero. I don't think she's just gonna up and tell us, but it's worth a go.
When the tour pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
Right.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before.
Sponges aren't leaky, sponges are absorbent.
All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
You said they were related to the
I
motives.
got it.
Yes, I have a memory, it works.
Talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
My sofa.
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
Does this personality come out whenever I remember something? Is that the way it works?
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Accepted.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Criminal damage was my theme.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Well, it was human connections. Me to my sofa.
Got it. The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
I know. Why you gotta make me keep thinking back to it, man? Don't show me,
For
no!
example, your friends. For example, your family.
I think you got the bit of text wrong there.
I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results.
Oh, actually, no, you got the text correct, but you got the voice lines the wrong way around. It's okay, game, I forgive you.
It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay. For the
No!
next question.
Just goes from bad to worse.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I genuinely don't remember. Oh, secrets.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
I know you said you wanted to kill Kyoko because she was getting too close to the truth, but surely I must be irritating you somewhat by now.
Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
That came out anyway, the fool.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
That was money, right?
I got it!
Well, I got a bit of reverberation in my voice.
Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the
It was
point of all
totally
this?
rad and gnarly,
Why are
dude.
you making us go through this case by case?
Right, that's all I got for that.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
You really think my cheeks are sweet?
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
I mean, it was blackmail, right? Oh, right. You're correct. That was... Monokuma used blackmail. I mean, Sakura betrayed, but Sakura's reason for killing herself... Yeah, was to betray... Monokuma, but Monokuma didn't give that motive.
I got it!
That's Sakura's own motive.
It was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Cheer up, love, it's alright.
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Alright, you revealed her betrayal. Got it.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
I don't like fake English, Junko. Get out of here. You're doing me a disservice.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
This is very philosophical.
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
I am wondering the same thing. I'm glad you vocalized it.
Aren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Well, that would imply they know something that leads them to believe their situation is hopeless. And you take away their belief in the hopelessness of the situation.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, this is all matching up with the previous theory of we're in here for our own good.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
I mean, that does make sense if you consider that we all agreed to stay within the school in that DVD.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow.
Hero, enough of this. Just slam her head onto the floor.
So,
We
just
could end
like
this in an
Crazy
instant.
Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Who is this crazy Eddie? And how great are his prices? I would also very much like to see that.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
I mean, it can't be that bad, whatever it is.
Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls!
The door's upstairs.
This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
This doesn't make sense. We're not near the door. Oh, you gotta turn the screens on. Oh, right. Damn you and your tech. What the hell is going on? I've never wanted to get out into the outside world more than my entire life. Get me in there. Something beautiful has happened to the world. I must revel in it.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
I was expecting a wasteland.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
This wasn't what I was expecting.
What am I looking at?
From a movie or something, right?
I have to assume this is special effects. I don't think two schoolgirls have the power to do this to the world.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it. That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no more. Cause now it's time
I hope I can't just suddenly remember because I tried very hard.
for the final class trial.
We're already in the final class trial. You goddamn idiot.
Come on, bitches. Remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
That seemed fine.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw?
Seems fine.
Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
Feels like I'm shooting Toko's statement.
Come on, bitches. Remember or die.
Okay, let me see what I got. Locker Notebook is the one from Hero. It proves that Hero is in the school before. We've got Kyoko's book that says there's 2 despairs. We've got the group photo, which isn't useful here. Their individual memories are separate. So if you wiped Toko's memory, would Jack, which is Jill, I don't know why we're still calling her Genocide Jack, would Jill still remember the world before? You would, right? And that's a good counter to no one remembers.
want us to remember
Because
or whatever, but
Jill very well might. We haven't asked her.
you showed us? I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw?
On farming
One of
time.
the practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
You don't know that nobody can remember a thing. I mean, no guarantees that Genocide Jill can remember anything, but maybe. It's worth a go.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other token. Genocide Jack.
Alright, here's the plan. Someone stab Junko. That will create some blood, and then we'll get to talk to Jack.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Yeah, Toko.
You telling me to swap places with her?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Bayaka, yeah, tell her.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Good man.
Da 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 da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but people with multiple personality disorder don't change when they sneeze, correct? Seems a bit far-fetched, but I'm gonna go with it.
Seemed like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Also, do you know who this person is?
Who are you?
There we go.
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough. Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
It does look like a damn good time, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, does it look
I mean, I'm
familiar?
not keen on all the rioting, but taking one of the wonders of the world and slapping giant teddy bear faces on them, that I'm all about.
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
Okay, I don't like the sound of this.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More important, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, mister? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
I mean, is the solution of solving the tragedy gonna be, let's just ask Jill to tell us? Kind of a letdown.
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember. With a kiss.
Keep that creepily lung tongue. Did I just say lung tongue? Yes. Keep that lung tongue away from him.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
It's like this thing's got a slogan.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroy?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Was this the murder in that classroom? Because it didn't seem that bad. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't that.
I guess you could say
It wasn't
what happened
this
was man-made.
bad. No, I know what the other three are, but what's this thing on the left? It sort of looks like Buddha, maybe? I don't know what that is. Someone let me know.
But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Please tell me it's more than one classroom of students got killed.
And as a result, in basically no time flat!
I don't want to go too dark on my humor here, but this is something that's happened before in history. And on a larger scale, I would say.
The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
You're useless!
Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Okay, so the tragedy is some sort of legendary event that happened, and then I guess all of the world collapsed after it. And I'm guessing the tragedy is not the murder of those people in that classroom, but rather after the tragedy, when society collapsed, then someone just decided, you know what, I'm going to kill everyone, and killed all the people in that room. So I assume that's just an event after the tragedy. And you're not actually going to reveal what the tragedy is, and I'm going to solve what the tragedy was. But I don't have any clues as to what the tragedy was. I mean, Junko is the only person in this room who knows what the tragedy is, then. And potentially knows the specifics of it.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
So am I going to get it out of you?
Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
But how can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
Oh, that's alright then.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
Fantastic, I love ridiculous
The story of
stories.
the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What did you say?
Quiet, Byakuya, I'm listening to
I'm
the
glad
story.
to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I like my choices here. I'm going with the bottom one. It's the best.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
Thank you, Your Highness.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
She's speeding up her personality changes.
No matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Oh, I think you're sick, alright.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Every cloud and all that.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
I mean, that's not true. I know one Togami who's still alive.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Byakuya, you gotta pump out some kids ASAP.
Stop!
You've got a
And
lineage
said
to
with
save.
Such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us, the avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
Then what is he?
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Alright, have your little breakdown on your own time.
There is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? That makes sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Listen. The game has told me on about 20 different occasions that we all lived and had a happy school life here together. There's photos, there's video evidence, there's all sorts of stuff. How can I still think I arrived here a few weeks ago?
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that your mistaken about
Yes,
that?
many, many times.
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
How can people who have had their memories wiped not realise that time has passed? They simultaneously believe that they've had a lot of their memories wiped and that they still arrived here a few days ago. So when do they think conversations with the headmaster happened? If they don't accept any passage of time in between when they entered the school and when they began the killing game. They know that in that space of time something must have happened because their memories have been lost, and yet they don't acknowledge anything.
2 weeks ago?
You're all morons!
Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Right, spot on.
2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
I don't even know how old I am anymore.
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Yes,
What are the memories I took from you?
the ones of me at school.
Answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
It's so obvious.
I just don't know.
Hey,
what's
you two
going
sit
on
down.
anymore.
Toko was useless anyway. Bayaki is having a breakdown over the collapse of his family. You better let me take this. Yes, alright, come on, man. Alright, let me step up.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true,
That's a pretty big if.
then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
That's pretty compelling.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I shall blindly accept that as true, and now I shall prove it by fighting my own friends with locker notebooks and locker pocketbooks.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
That's wrong.
Living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything!
That's wrong.
Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Okay, well that's obviously what I'm shooting. I don't need to hear anymore.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
That's the real question.
Everyone's so conflicted.
I could never lose something like that.
You've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even...
Stop lying, hero! Why must you lie so much?
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
By the way, if I start suddenly getting everything wrong and I run out of lives, will Monokuma go, "Time to vote who the killer was," and everyone goes, "Makoto."
I found it in the locker room on the second
Just,
floor.
is that what would happen? I kinda wanna see.
If you don't mind, Could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wait, that's wrong.
What's that? Is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. Look, this is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
I mean, that's what happens when you lose your memory.
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it.
You've got terrible handwriting.
But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
I mean, yes, okay, we acknowledge the truth, but doesn't that mean we win? It sounds like we've worked out who the killer was, proved it, and we've solved the mystery of the school.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here!
Well, it will be in a moment.
Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
I mean, whatever it was, they got a damn good branding department.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game.
We didn't make the choice, we were kind of forced.
Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Where's my music? I need the music to feel safe.
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world.
Is that the royal we?
Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
I don't understand what you're saying, but alright. Well, it's obviously when we fainted.
I got it!
I mean, that makes sense, right? I didn't think this was a mystery. I thought we all realised we lost our memories when we stepped foot into the school. We don't need to connect the dots very much here. If we've missed 2 years of our school life, and we remember entering the school, and then waking up at the beginning of the killing game, obviously, that's when we lost our memories. Well, that's not when we lost our memories.
When we first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main
No, wait, that
hall.
doesn't make sense. Why did I... No, I answered this thinking it was obvious and stupid, and now I think about it, I can't explain it. If I entered the school, and then I fainted, that was 2 years ago. Well, I don't have an explanation for this.
I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
I'm gonna need a little more exposition if you don't mind.
Details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assume not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
Well, I didn't collapse for 2 years.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other,
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
So why did we faint? You can't remove my memories before they've happened. I didn't arrive and then have the next 2 years of my memories blocked somehow. If I arrive and then I spend 2 years and then I faint, that makes sense. And then you wipe the previous 2 years of memories. But when I faint as soon as I walk in the building, I haven't had those 2 years yet.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Just like all good friends do.
It was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Yeah, I saw this coming, that the goal of the game would be something that ultimately is just something you don't want anyway.
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
But we can kill you. That will make us feel better.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
Don't be sad.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Do you remember the point where you said you weren't going to explain anything anymore because it was boring?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay, but how about we go back in time 2 years in the next episode? Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.